Might have an actual game here. The Jax and Renekton, neither of which have great setup for the Rumble, and I do think that the Rumble kind of losing a lot of impact here. Obviously, you have a great target in specifically the Aphelios, and you do have the ability to go for the combo with the Maokai, but outside of that, I think ideally I'd like to see Rumble when you actually have access to like big AoE combos, right? The Kiana is a really good one for an obvious reason, and I do think that the Ashe and the Jax kind of shy away from that, but the single target pick from T1 with those two picks actually is quite good. I'm worried about Prio though, because they'll have bot lane Prio, that won't be a problem, but if mid and jungle are going to be completely fine.
Misses his first Q, as Bay is going to get chained, but Satab in a bit of trouble. Good old Flamespitter doing a bunch of work here for the Rumble.
Yeah, this early on, Bay?
Okay, he's not going to die, but let's see how Bay is going to do. Remember, he doesn't have teleport, and that is going to be first blood going over to Satab. This is a disaster for T1 already. Sponge, great positioning, and Satab kind of bailed out there in that moment.
This far behind, this early on, is probably going to have a pretty disastrous ripple effect as the first Infernal Drake.
Oh my god, I wasn't even
DRX.
reading the Kips' comments, and he'd already mentioned 2015 LPL games. And I just mentioned a 2015 LPL composition. I'm glad that we have some synergy here. As Hook going to connect here onto Smash on the bottom side. Red and white guns set up here for Pleta, but they are able to create some space. And yeah, there's the Moonlight Vigil. Picks the gap gorgeously. In Australia, that's 6 points, as we like to say here on the Challenger broadcast. And then afterwards, we were just watching Feisty pop off. So he was really good, but Satab this game playing fantastically well. As Clear is just going to go all out and get all out of the situation entirely. Doesn't have to use Flash, and we'll go home. And he is exactly the champion that they want to be in control.
All or nothing here
at this stage.
You can still, if you win the fight here as T1, I think you are still in a position where the game is very playable.
All or nothing over second Herald, baby. That's what we're about here. Oh, it's good to be back in Challenger, isn't it? Satab going to block the ace in the hole. And Smash just taking some combos here. There's the flash forward. It's DRX that is starting the fight. Q gonna connect onto the Maokai as they do secure the Herald, but it's a double kill for the Jax. T1 just tearing them up, making a triple as Dal is gonna take down 4 people. That's an ace. Huh?
Well, DRX ran head first into a Rumble. No, literally nothing.
Let's have a look at it again.
Because the setup here I don't think is horrible, but look what happens here. Like Piero and the rest of the team going really hard here on top of Forest, and that just opens them up to getting completely shreked. And Plata can't die there with flash up, right? Like,
I mean, he can't even get hit by like. So he was hit by Nature's Grasp and then immediately counterstruck and equalized.
Oh my god, Forrest is going Moonstone.
He's doing it.
Oh.
He's beginning to believe.
So then I have no idea why you would go first strike, but that salvages it for me, you know?
Maybe he's figured it out as DRX.
Could be Mandate as well, yeah, I guess. I think it'll Moonstone though. That build has been very popular.
There's no Nature's Grasp, there's no equalizer just yet. They will have it up in a matter of seconds.
Oh no, Forrest ultimate either.
Yeah, exactly. It's a dangerous time as the arrow is going to be avoided. Satab getting around the side, bought in a bit of trouble there. As Dal just ready to play some hockey. Sponge going to be taken away here.
Okay.
As it should be a 50-50, although there's the Nature's Grasp. It comes back. The equalizer not going to land onto Pleta as the Drake is secured by T1. But can they win the team fight? As Moonlight Vigil kind of massive as Dal is burning down in the backline. Pleta's still alive for the moment, but he will be taken out. And Smash collects the kill. Clear. He's going to be able to take down the Jax. That is a big shutdown as Satab not going to be able to fight against this T1 roster right now as he does just pop back to the initial distortion. Executes the Ashe and it's going to be an even fight, but a Drake going to T1. That is massive.
Oh, I love you, Satab. He went Cosmic Drive. That's actually amazing. Do so much heavy lifting. Oh, wait.
Oh, dear. Okay, there is the kick as Bay definitely dead. Who's going to kill him is the question. It will be Sponge that locks down that kill.
Satap is monstrously fed, but Pleda and Sponge and Clear, none of them are like very strong right now.
All right. That's a beautiful arrow, and that is a very dead LeBlanc. Nicely played. Great pickoff here from T1.
That's huge.
And now they've got a lot of time to play with. 21 minutes into the game as Sponge, how the heck did you do that?
It's double mandate. I don't like that.
Well,
I also am not too sure about doing this.
Okay.
With the enemy jungler still up.
But Satap isn't.
Well.
There is a very large gold difference in favor of T1 here. However, it's still a 50-50. So pretty challenger as the kick is going to come through. As the equalizer comes down, and that is a very dead Jax. The Baron. Oh my god, okay. That gave us a heart attack, but it is still going to be the Baron secured as Smash is just looking for it. Pleta going to be able to escape for now, utilizing that Gale Force. And T1 can now move back and set up some more control. But Satap is still alive as the arrow, once again, going to sail wide. He hit an amazing one before,
Satap.
Can Satap get in and make this one happen? Teleport
TP.
going to come forward here as Forest identifies the LeBlanc's location. The teleport from Clear. Let's see what they can make of it, as right now Satap connects some chains. He wants to try and lock down Smash as Clear gets him, but he's by himself. And he's just going to burn down. And Bay, he hasn't been able to farm, hasn't been able to do anything, but in these team fights, he's doing so much work. However, Inner Turret did go down. Now Satap is back with the rest of the team. DRX, they might have one team fight in them, but it's going to be a really difficult one. Here is the Nature's Grasp. Satap avoiding it as best he can. Equalizer going to come through. Not a massive amount of value, but it just creates enough space to get this inhibitor turret. And Satap just cannot do enough on the side here. Piero going to get bursted out as the arrow is going to connect onto Clear. Couldn't press W in time, but it's going to be all right as the inhibitor is not long for the world. T1. I mean, I feel like the lanes didn't go very well for them at all, but it's been their teamfight coordination.
Health bars are low here on T1. That's the one saving grace. Satap. He doesn't know.
Oh, no.
Now he does.
He does, and manages to make it out. Good Spidey sense there from the mid laner of DRX.
Are they actually going to commit to this Piero backing? I don't know if they should. Might just let it go. This is only a second Drake. It's still big. Mountain is strong, but Soul still a decent amount of time away.
As Sponge here in this mid lane. Trying to get something back here as Bout. Going to get flashed on. The chain is going to connect, and he's not dead just yet. But he is in a bit of trouble. And they've just started this up. So DRX need to get some vision into this Baron pit. They do. And now, traps being placed. Smash has all his cupcakes in a row. That is the one thing that you need to make sure that you do, and they're just going to zone. And that is a Baron. It's going to be taken out. DRX, can you find a team fight to actually make this one work as the equalizer comes down? And now you can potentially go in, but do you have the health bars to do so? The answer, I think, is just no. There is a lot of CC here, and that is a great kick to come through. As Satap trying to get himself out of the area, he will. But now Pleta, he's the one that DRX need to win this fight. And he had to tank that, but he's not going to. And now he's going to get Smash back. Smash is going forward, and they are going to rip DRX apart. T1, after the triple kill for Smash, they will win game one.
And Smash doing such an amazing job positioning aggressively here in these fights. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that I didn't like the first strike. I still don't like the build. And it might just be a vote for pressing R. But the most impactful champion in this game, I think, has been Forest.
No.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the amount of objectives and
we
fights
vote,
that they've won.
We vote for 8-0 Caitlyn. We vote for Legendary Caitlyn. And there is no other choice. I don't want to look silly. I'm going to vote for the 8-0 Caitlyn.
It's over, right?
Well, Smash is going to auto-attack the turret, and it is going to go down. And now he's dabbing as a Penguin. 1-0 now for T1 in this series. DRX going to have to show us something better than that.
And T1 coming up huge here in the first game. We have already seen in many a playoffs, there have been consistent upsets left and right.
Like, it was a heroic performance from Satap on one side, but look at the damage from Rumble, Caitlyn, and Maokai in this game. Absolutely obscene.
I think that if you ban away the Maokai here, which is what I expect to be the DRX pivot, then the game might look a lot better. We'll see. They also picked red side here themselves, and that is losing game number 1 when you have side selection is really rough.
And here is the correct POG for this series, as we expected. Smash just playing fantastically well, and after what was a difficult early game, just shooting heads, clicking heads.
His positioning in team fights is such a joy to watch, and it's something that doesn't happen often for a player this young, where he's simultaneously able to maximize damage output while also not dying.